Hey, what's up, guys? How are y'all? Welcome back to the Option Select Podcast. I'm Rick Pena, and with me, as always, the very handsome
Oh shit!
Ruben Salazar.
You're also handsome.
I am. I know.
Oh, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I kind of wake up this way every day.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. It's not that hard. Anyways, guys, this is a podcast where me and Ruben get together on a Friday night, and we hang out. We talk about video games, and we share it with you guys. Our hot take, our inputs, our just thoughts on everything, and we just sometimes we go on a tangent and take it from there and have a good time. First of all, guys, I want to say you guys could be anywhere else right now on a Friday night, and we appreciate it. And thank you very much. Thank you very much. Because we know time is very important.
That's right.
You got to make time for a lot of things, and for us, doing something that we love and sharing it with you guys is just something that we really enjoy. And you guys making time for that, whether you catch us on Twitch, on the podcast, on YouTube, or whatever. Thank you very much. And we really appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
So we start every podcast with how was your week, Ruben?
Well, my week. First of all, I want to say that this podcast isn't live today. We're re-recording because my internet decided it wanted to take a shit right before the podcast
on your chest.
started. Yeah, on my chest, Cleveland steamer style.
Yeah. People pay good money for that.
Yeah. So they pay for that shit, but I pay Comcast to have my internet correct. For not that.
Yeah.
So, womp, womp, womp.
That's okay, guys.
So, I'm going to upload it as soon as I can, and we love you guys, and thank you for watching and all that good stuff. So, my week at work was actually pretty rough because I got those new stops this week.
That's right.
And that would be great if Homeboy would have stocked them up correctly because their days are changing.
No.
And he also didn't tell them that their days were changing.
He said chunk of ladoos and that's it?
Yeah, bro. He just fucking left me out there.
Madre, dude.
So I go out there. Like the ones that I hit on Monday and Tuesday, they were like, oh, okay, cool, whatever, The ones that I hit on Wednesday were like, oh, you were supposed to be here Tuesday. I'm like, well, they changed. Well, nobody told us. And then the ones that I hit on Friday, they were like, well, what the fuck? We've been waiting on product for 3 days or 4 days or whatever. I'm like, well, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Bro. Like, I told him a month ago what I was doing, I told him a whole
That's straight up fun. That's
month.
just bad communication right there.
And I even gave him a list of the accounts with the account numbers and the days that I was hitting them and around the time that I would be hitting them. So they were all pissy and all that stuff. But I was able to smooth a lot of it over.
Crowd control.
Yeah. And it presented a little bit of a challenge. So there wasn't a day where I got home this week before 5 o'clock. So it was 12-hour days.
Really?
12-hour days.
Damn.
But next week will be better.
Okay.
Now that I've got all that stuff situated and I've got everything worked out. So yeah, work was rough, and then it's gonna be rough again next week. I may end up having to work Saturday because the ice storm that's coming through to Houston, which we never get, is gonna hit Sunday night, right?
Yeah, Sunday night, Monday morning. The last time I remember it was this cold. It was like in January of like 2-3 years ago, I think,
Right.
and it was like cold for like 2 days.
Yeah, for like 2 days.
Yeah.
They're talking about 5 days. They're talking about all the way till Thursday.
Ugh.
So work might be a little, crazy.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. We'll get through it one way or the other.
We always do.
I mean, we didn't have any 90-car pileups like they did in Dallas, so we're good.
Yeah,
we might have them. We might have them on Monday though.
Texans are not made for icy road driving.
Definitely not.
Not at all.
We don't have salt trucks. We don't have none of that shit.
Mm-mm.
So to all my Northerners up there, be glad that you grew up with this shit because we don't know what the hell we're doing. Well, I do because I've driven an ice before, but people don't know.
Mm-mm.
They're gonna be getting their whatever truck and then just gonna start sliding everywhere.
See ya, yeah.
So other than that, I did a lot of Minecraft with Travis on stream.
Nice.
I did, and I picked up Valheim.
I saw you playing that one
this week. I picked it up, I think Wednesday.
Did it just come out?
Yeah, it just came out. It already hit 1 million copies sold.
Wow.
And it's only been out since like the 3rd or something like that. And it doesn't look like a game that would be very popular. It's kind of like the typical survival craft type of thing, but it's surprisingly fun. And every time like you start up a server or something like that, it's a procedurally generated map. So kind of like Minecraft in a sense. You gather wood, you gather rocks, you build your tools, you build your settlement, you go out and you start doing stuff. There's dungeons, there's different biomes, and then the biomes get progressively harder as you go along. All in all, great game. I'm playing with a group of about 11 people or so. Or 10 people, because 10 people is the amount of people that you can have in a server. We rented a server Well, my group did, and they just invited me in. So I think it's like $15 or something like that per month if you rent the server. But you can also play throughout their regular, their own dedicated servers that they have for Valheim. So been playing a lot of that, having a blast with the group, just running through and doing stupid shit and building stuff. And then also played a lot of Immortals Phoenix Rising over the weekend and throughout the week. I think I've got one more boss left, and then the main final boss, like the center area of the map, because basically you do everything around it like a donut, and then you hit the middle. So I'm on the last little area, and then I'm gonna go into the donut. So been putting a little bit of time on the PS5. I did a little bit of Control just to test out how it looked with RTX on and off, and 60 FPS and the load times and stuff, and it's pretty damn solid as well.
Nice.
But given that my Comcast is out, I'm gonna have to figure all that out this week. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna be at your place.
Yeah.
Right. Hang out and have some dinner and maybe watch the fights on my phone or something. I might bring the iPad. I don't know, just so I can see the last fight. I don't care. I don't care about the rest of it. I just want to see Kamaru Usman fight. So, can't do a fight companion with the internet down. So. Can't really do much instead of, all that other stuff. So we're actually going to go grocery shopping, pick up a little bit of food just in case we can't leave the house, Sunday, Monday, and then go through all that stuff. So this week I've been watching You on Netflix.
What's that about?
It's about a guy who's like overly obsessive about women, and like it's like Dexter, but like a love story. Kind of,
A serial killer with the heart of gold? With morals?
I guess. I'm not really sure, man. It's strange, but it's a good show. It's interesting, to say. It's interesting.
Okay.
And I wanted to counteract, Death Note with a live-action series. And then after I'm done with this live-action series, then I'll go back into another anime or something. Something I want to, like, flip-flop a little bit there.
Not bad.
But, yeah, watched that. Watched WandaVision last week. Great episode. We're going to catch it probably tonight after you guys take off. Catch a little bit of WandaVision. There's also a new movie that came out on HBO Max. I forget the name of it. But it's a brand new movie that's supposed to be out in like theaters and HBO Max at the same time. One of those types of things. So we're going to probably catch that. And then that's about it. I mean, like work was tough, but I didn't get a chance to do too much gaming. But the gaming that I did do, I did enjoy very much. So I worked out. Man, I was so beat up from work. I maybe worked out twice this week. Twice. I'm still maintaining around 138, 137.
Nice.
At the end of the night. I've been focusing a little bit more on chest and core with legs, of course, mixed in. So I haven't really been working out arms too much. Because my arms get enough of a workout throughout the day, like they get kind of beat up. So, been focusing more on like the lower half of from like chest down. So like a lot of decline presses, a lot of sit-ups with a 10-pound kettlebell.
Yeah.
But like full-on sit-ups. So like where you reach all the way back, your feet are all the way out extended, and then you bring them both up to the top.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Pretty tough.
Yeah.
With 10 pounds. And I was like, hurting for it.
Especially at the outside range, that 10 pounds becomes, you really feel it, yeah.
Whenever you go all the way back and then it gets all that, yeah. So doing a little bit of those squats, or not squats, but did squats with kettlebells and lunges with the bar, the resistance bands.
Squats with kettlebells. I was watching. He's on YouTube, that Russian guy, something Pavali or whatever. I don't know what his name is, but he had a part where doing the deadlifts and the squats, like to help on your formation, is you get close to the wall as possible and do the squat. Because your knees ain't supposed to go forward,
right?
And going up against getting as close to the wall as you can helps you with that formation. And so I was, trying to mimic that, and I had to make sure, working my posture and my formation to make sure my knees stay in a good spot.
Right. A lot of people lean forward too, so whenever they go, instead of going straight down to like sit down, they go forward with it or something like that, and it's not good for your lower back at all.
Yeah, you want to make sure everything is stacked, head over shoulders or waist, because when you have that kind of weight, if you're just shifting over, it's gonna just the alignment's gonna be bad. And it's gonna be bad for your spine. So you really gotta make sure. Yeah, especially when it comes to working out with weights, you really. I'm all about exercising and do what you can, but at the same time, guys, they should get some guidance, get some look up some videos just to make sure you're doing it right, because the last thing you want to do is injure yourself and then be out of the game.
If you're just starting out, you always want to make sure you start with lightweight or no weight, just do body weight.
Yeah,
and then make sure your form is perfect, and then work on the weight, increasing the weight and stuff like that.
Don't just throw yourself in the deep end and hurt yourself, because that'd be horrible. Yeah.
Anyway, but that was like my week in a nutshell, dude. Like I didn't really get a chance to do too many gamings. I was a little bit sad about it, but it's all good. There's always next week. There's always tomorrow.
There's always tomorrow. You gotta take care of shit.
So yeah, man, just looking forward to tomorrow, hanging out and all that stuff. Maybe a little bit of UFC, and then Sunday just kind of relax it out and see if we're gonna be working on Monday or not. Basically, is where I'm at. So other than that, man, that's it. How about you? How was your week?
Work wasn't too bad. Pretty good. Nothing out of the ordinary. But I think it was last week when I saw that the code was coming in, and I put in one of my option days to get off this Friday. So I'm off, so I'm off today. And then throughout the week, I noticed that the weather shifted. So instead of being Friday, the coldest day, it'll be Monday. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use another day. My supervisor's like, you're going to use 2 days? I'm like, yeah, I got 8 of them, and I got 3 weeks spread out throughout the whole year, so I'm fine.
Why not?
Yeah. He's like, okay. So, so I'm going to be off. I'm off today, Friday, which was great, and then I'm going to be off Monday also. So I'm not the only one, because I look at the list of all the request forms that people are wanting that day off. I'm not the only one. It's like, fuck that. I'm not going to. A high of 29-degree weather.
A high of 29.
Yeah, a high of 29, and nah, I'm good, dude. I'll take the day off. I got nothing to prove. I'll relax. I'll be okay. I got days.
I got nothing to prove.
And the thing is, what I was talking to Mikkel about it is like, I was stressing out, not kind of stressing, but it just, me, I was thinking about 5 things, down the line before that I don't have to. But I was like, well, I need to save these days in case something comes up. And I was like, wait, look. You got 8 total, use 2, you still have 6 more. Yeah. And you have all this week of vacation. Stop worrying about something else. I was hearing a podcast, and they said, one of the, they said a quote, it says, worrying is like paying a debt you don't. It's like paying a debt you don't own.
Right.
It's like, that's right. Why am I going to worry about something? Don't worry about that. Worry about that later, man. Just enjoy your time off. So yeah, definitely making sure I'm just going to relax and unwind. But yeah, work was nothing out of the ordinary. It was wet and cold a couple of days, but nothing I can handle. As for gaming, Mortal Shell. Like, I'm loving that game, dude. Yeah. I'm enjoying it. One of my friends from chat came in. He's like, all right, dude, it's been a week. We say, what's your verdict on the game? Like, thumbs up, dude. Just play it. If you like Souls-like games, this is right. It's right up the alley. It's basically like you start the game like in the swamp area, that big old, and it's like a hub. From there, you branch up to like 3 spots, and that's pretty much all the game. So don't expect a huge chunk, like a huge, kind of like Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3, where it's a massive world. No, right. It's pretty small, self-contained. But along the way, fighting the monsters, and you're getting you have up to 4 shells, and you have abilities. So I mean, you could tell that it's on the lower end as in the size of it, but it doesn't take away from the gameplay. It's still fun. You still have to learn the pattern. Yeah, it's really good, man. There's one part where one of the parts of the maps where it's like this it's kind of like a castle / obsidian runes just everywhere, and the light when it comes in and it bounces off the rocks, and you see the sunbeams, and then it's like, it looks really, really good, you know. So I mean, I'm enjoying it for what it is. I'm having fun, and it keeps me engaged. And so I mean, I recommend it. If you like, you have more shows, so I say give it a shot. But yeah, if you guys are listening, you guys love that kind of game, play it. I enjoy it. So I've been playing that. I did that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I took the night off just to work on the podcast, get some notes, a lot of stuff. For me, or at least for me, I noticed a lot of stuff. Thursday, I didn't stream. I just relaxed with Mikkel. We did some just hanging out, chilling, relaxing. And I figured, and today we did a little co-stream. Mikkel got on there, and we just she played Little Nightmares, and I just kind of hung out and watched. You could just see my face reaction.
Commentary.
Like, yeah, I was just kind of like watching. You could tell me like, oh shit, shit, and you can see her just like, oh shit, freaking out and stuff. It was fun.
The game looks really good. I've never even heard about it until you brought it up.
It's a surprisingly good game, and also it's one of those short games that which is when I was younger, I remember saying, the game's less than...
That's it?
Yeah, the game's less than 60 hours. It's not worth it. Now, as an adult, the game's, 5, 10, 15, 20 hours. Okay, fine. No problem. That's
Why not?
Perfect, So, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I had fun. And the Little Nightmares 2 just came out yesterday on the 11th. So, we might be getting that one next. So, Mikhail can stream it and we can play it. What else? Exercising, staying on top of it, swinging the kettlebells, all that good stuff. I'm just, I look forward to exercising. When it comes to Monday, I was like, oh yeah, it's Sunday afternoon. Like, oh yeah, tomorrow's Monday. I get to work out again. It feels good. And I will start off light. Just 8 reps of different on each side or whatever, nice and easy. Spread them out. Take it nice and relaxed. And it's not till maybe Thursday or Saturday afternoon. That's when I really up end the week strong. So I've been doing that pretty good. What else?
Did you watch anything this week?
We watched an episode of Queen's Gambit.
How is that, by the way?
It's a good show.
I've heard nothing but good things.
It really is. It really is a good show. There's no action or anything, but it's just dialogue coming. As a female prodigy in chess world, it's very male dominant. It's set in the 60s. So it's just the struggles of just kind of come up, and it's interesting. It's a good show.
Yeah, Kevin was telling me about it a few weeks back, and he was like, "You definitely need to check it out. It's really good." Yeah. And he's like, "Just imagine Game of Thrones, but with all the good dialogue, with none of the action." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. All right. With the good dialogue, not the bullshit dialogue." Okay. I was like, "Okay, all right.
Smart, but
so, I definitely want to check that one out for sure.
Yeah. What else did I do? I'm pretty sure if I think of it, I'll bring it up. But that's it. I mean, along the
nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. You know me. I'm pretty boring, and I'm fine with that.
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Yeah.
So that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So what do you got for us this week, Rick?
So before we started already. Before we start,
we 20 minutes in. That's the shortest week intro I think we've done in a long time. Usually it's 45 minutes. We usually
gotta milk the shit out of it.
Well, where are we at, bro?
So right in the beginning of this week, I was looking at Jason Schreier. He tweeted out from Bloomberg Magazine. He's like, okay, EA is deciding the fate of Anthem, the Anthem game this week, which is interesting to me because from here I was thinking it's a sure shot deal that they're gonna just stop and shut it down, but
they haven't decided.
Apparently,
yet.
It's still on the chop block, and they're gonna decide whether to continue and support it or off it. So I don't know. And me, I could see both arguments. I could see where some people are like, well, EA should stop that way. BioWare could focus on the next project. They could get all the resources and focus on that.
Right.
And then of course the other side is there's some people that still play it, I'm sure, and still want to be supported and that have supported this game from day one and still want to play it. And I'm sure the EA, they kind of still want that. Maybe I'm just speculating here, but I'm guessing this is something where EA can have a live service game and still get income out of it. So I could see both parts, but I have no dog in the race. So if they axe it, I'll be okay with that.
I think they should. I think they should move on. The game is 3 years old now. 2 years old.
18 maybe. I don't recall.
Let's say going on 3 years. I think they should axe it and either focus on whatever Mass Effect project that they've got coming out or Dragon Age project that they've got coming out, because they're working on 2 at the same time. And I think they should devote those resources to that. Now, granted, you lose a game that has potential because some of those things in Anthem do have potential. They have some good things in that game. But in the state that it's in and the state that it's been in, I think they should, just pack up and move on.
Yeah.
And then move on to bigger and better things. And then show us hey, we're still BioWare. We can still make good games. Because the last couple haven't been so hot, man. You have, Mass Effect Andromeda. You've got Anthem. And then now they've got this trilogy coming out that they're doing, which is fine. That doesn't seem like it's too difficult and
it's nothing new. It's just it's basically the old stuff, just upraising it
and then
getting it ready.
Based on that stuff, I think that they're pretty much done with the trilogy because of the fact that it comes out next month
on May.
No, 2 months. Yeah, you're right. So they got 2 more months with that, and then they can start fully focusing on something else. And I think it's time for them to move on and show us that they can still make great RPGs and great games that captivate us the way that Mass Effect trilogy does. So I hope that this trilogy that's coming out is like a catalyst that sets off a fire underneath BioWare's ass and starts pushing them to do better things and to go back to the BioWare of old. That's what I think.
Maybe focus on KOTOR.
Bro, I would love another KOTOR game. KOTOR game. I would love another one.
Yeah, but it just like
they should have remastered that shit, or remade it. I would go with the remake.
They really should. Star Wars being as hot as it is right now,
bro.
I mean, I think it would be. I don't know.
It'd be pretty.
I don't know. I mean, but you think this would have came across in the minds of one of the EA guys? Are like, hey, you know what? Star Wars is really big. We have an old game.
Yeah, they still say they're working on
I don't know why. I don't know why they'll be like. I don't know. Maybe because they're. But we did talk about how their license is coming up.
Well, they still have from what I've read, they still have 3 or 4 Star Wars projects in the works. So they haven't announced all of them.
Battlefront 3,
bro.
Battlefront 3, and then what else? And that's it.
I don't know, man. They need to do something because Star Wars Squadrons, I heard nothing but good things about. I heard nothing but good things. I'm not a big fan of dogfighting games. It's not my type of game, but I would play it just to give it a shot, But they're not doing any DLC for it or anything. It was just kind of a one and done.
Yeah, and it wasn't even a fully priced game. It was $40. That's it.
And right now it's $20 on Steam sale. Yeah.
Oh, the Chinese New Year celebration.
Dirt cheap. So I mean, yeah, man. I think it's time for them to just EA aside, BioWare should give it their all and legit just show us what's up, man. Show us that you used to make good games, but you can still do so. That's all I ask. Because I've lost all faith in them.
Really?
So bad. All faith, bro. I will never. I didn't buy Anthem because I lost faith in them from Andromeda.
Well, I didn't buy Anthem because I kind of knew I was gonna get myself into another Destiny-esque clone live service game. I'm fine. I played one. I'm not saying I played all of them,
right?
But I played one, and this one that I played,
right?
That I didn't even fully commit to this one. So why would I want? I don't know. Maybe this one would have been the one for me, but. No, honestly, it wouldn't.
It didn't look like it would.
Yeah, honestly, it wouldn't. I don't know. It just. But yeah, it's in chopping block, so we'll see what happens after this week.
Well, hopefully we can report on that next week.
Yeah, we'll talk
if we can get to each other's houses.
Yeah. By the weekend, it should be good.
Another one comes in right now.
Oh God.
Go fuck yourself.
So I was talking to Mikkel about for her birthday in April about getting some parts for getting a PC.
Okay.
But I think even by April, it'll be hard to get some of the components for making a gaming PC. If you
wanted to actually build one out, it's going to be pretty tough.
For your specific whatever you want, unless you get a prepackaged deal. But
right. Pre-builts are a lot easier to come by.
No doubt. So just looking at that, I was looking at So according to PC Gamer, guys, look, I'm not a video game journalist, okay? I go to Reddit, okay? No, I'm going to be 100% transparent. I go to fucking Reddit. I look at the articles that look interesting to me that I want to share and talk about.
Right.
And I'll source it, and I'll tell you where it comes from. Because like I said, I'm not here to steal shit. I'm going to share with you guys. So
right.
Straight up, okay? So looking at a PC Gamer, they're talking about the NVIDIA 1050 Ti. From end of life to bestseller.
Yeah. I saw that article.
So it's like, to me, that's just telling you that that is what's available, and because of it's available, it's selling, and it's one of the best sellers. And that this card came out in 2016.
Right.
So it's just telling you that, look, you probably can't even get the current stuff for sure. Between the 3080s, the 3060s, what's the other one?
3070,
3070s. Yeah, anything from the 30 series, anything from the PS5s and the new Xbox X and S. You're that puppet. You're like,
this is fine.
Yeah. So I mean, if you can't even get that stuff,
right,
and it's forcing the older 2016 graphics cards to be
not only an older 2016 graphics card, but a lower tier 2016 graphics card at best.
And I was looking at it if you do 1080p gaming,
right,
that'd be fine. And for some people that might be fine, but just even what new games are pushing.
Right. Well, my buddy just bought a 3080. He got a 3080.
Nice.
He was able to get it through EVGA, and we were online. We were playing Valheim. And he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna play right now. I got some things I gotta do or whatever." And then like he came back on like 20 minutes later. He's like, "Well, what'd you do?" He was like, "Oh, I sold my 1080, so a graphics card from 2 generations ago, so around the same time as that 1050 or whatever." He's like, "Yeah, I just sold it for $500." I was like, "God dang, dude, you got five."
The supply and demand.
It basically paid for his 3080 because he got it for like $850. He got it for market cost. And the thing is like even right now, if you can find a 3080 at Micro Center or at Fry's or Newegg or anything, they're at like $1,500. But the 3090s, you can get them for $1,500, but it's overkill for anything that you want to play right now. It's overkill.
You'll be ready for anything for the next
couple
years.
Yeah. But like it just blew me away that he was able to sell that old the 1080 graphics card that I put in Travis's computer. You could sell for $500 right now, and I'm like, that son of a bitch made out like a bandit, bro.
Cash,
he got out like
cash right there, sitting in your machine.
In his machine,
yeah.
That's his birthday, it was his birthday present, Christmas gift,
Christmas, one of those.
Yeah, one of those. But yeah, man, it's like tripping me out that graphics card.
Yeah, so at this point, like me and my car talking about like, yeah, you might have to put off on getting you a personal PC.
Just get a pre-built.
We'll see. Yeah.
Just go to NZXT BLD, and you can actually build out what you want in there, and they custom build it for you, and they send it. Yeah, they send it out. But you're paying a little bit of a premium.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get what you want.
Okay.
You can actually pick which components and which brands you want.
When it comes to, the fine things like that, PC gaming and stuff like that, you get what you pay for. You chill out. Chill out. Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap. I mean, this gaming is an expensive hobby to begin with, so you know what you're getting yourself into.
You was trying to be cheap, but I was like, hey, Papa, we can.
I'm trying to be frugal within the budget.
Cheap. That's what frugal. That means. Frugal means cheap.
Frugal. That's a nice way of putting it.
Cheapskate.
1,800 is not cheap at all.
No. But it's I'm glad you did.
The more people.
But you're glad you did it though, right?
No, not bad. Okay.
Yeah. It's a good investment for you.
Cheap is when you want to say, "Oh, I'm gonna keep it at 500." At that point, motherfucker, get a console.
Yeah, just get a console.
That's cheap, dude.
If you can find one.
Yeah, if you can find one. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to put those in the fucking lockbox at night.
Next to your guns in your safe.
Yeah, boy.
So, also, Ubisoft addresses that it is possible that games in 2021 could be $70.
Okay.
So that's something we talked about it. We mentioned it. I know some games that is it.
Yeah.
Why?
I think we brought it up a couple weeks ago, or if I didn't bring it up, it should be brought up now. I am one of those people that bought an armor set on Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, there are 9 armor sets in the game.
There's more DLC than there is regular armor.
There's the exact same amount of armor sets in DLC that there is in the game. So yeah, if you're gonna, and not only are they on there, but they're pretty expensive. They're like $20 or $15 or something like that. So they're pretty expensive. So they're gonna have to come down on those if they. Yeah,
I think that's trade off. I think that's trade off though.
They're not.
I think if games going up 70, that comes down.
Yeah, but I also think you should put some. If you're gonna sell a game for 70, there should be some. There definitely needs to be, not AAA, but high quality gameplay, and like just like a good gameplay loop, a good you know what I mean, like a good gameplay loop. Because if it's not, and you hate like this, what was that fucking werewolf game that just came out last week or the week before last? Did you even hear about it?
The werewolf game?
Yeah, you didn't hear about it, right? Because that game looks like dog shit. But I don't even think it's full 70. But if it was, I would have been like, fuck off.
What werewolf game?
Some werewolf game that just came out. Like exactly. You don't.
And what about it? Like But I mean, I don't follow all the new releases.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Is like, if it would have had hype behind it, right? Kind of like Cyberpunk. Like if it
they've been hyping that since 2015.
Like if it had all that hype behind it, right? And then the game gets released and it's dog shit. Then like. If it was priced higher, but you're getting a lower quality game, then why is it priced so high? If you know what I'm saying? Like if you're not getting the exact same, if I didn't get Witcher 3 quality shit, then why am I paying Witcher 3 quality pricing basically? So like I don't know, man. Like there has to be good quality and like good content in a game to justify $70 for me. Like
the 10 extra bucks.
The 10 extra. I mean, even at 60, dude. Some of these are pretty. Like Valheim's $20. I put like 10 hours in it in 2 days. I was like, that game's got a good gameplay.
Okay, now it goes into time per, like, how much of your time that's worth the
But it's the gameplay loop. Yeah. I enjoy the gameplay loop. So, running around, crafting, hanging out with my friends, it's a good gameplay loop. You build better stuff.
Did you have paid $70 for it?
Would I have paid $70? No.
Not for Valheim?
No. I would pay 60. I'm pretty sure it'll go up to like at least 45.
How much was it? You said
$20.
A $20 game.
$20.
See, that's not bad. Yeah, I'm not saying that every game needs to be at $70 here on out, but I think like Ubisoft, I think the way that they're seeing it, them being such a big AAA, I mean that's what they crank out. Yeah, they're pretty big. I don't know. He rolls their eyes, but they're pretty big.
I'm rolling my eyes at like, okay.
They're pretty big. So when they crank out AAA. They're kind of big?
They're kind of big. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you were kind of like sassing off. Yeah, they're pretty big.
They're pretty big.
So they crank out AAA games, and I say that crank out because that's what they do every year. You know what they're putting out. Does it justify them going with $70 games? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's going to be up to their board holders and shareholders to decide whether it's worth it or not. But in the end, I mean...
And to be fair, I put like 75 hours into Valhalla, so... Like, I enjoy their gameplay loop as well. But, like, don't hold all these badass armor sets back behind a paywall either. If you're going to make me pay $70 for a game, I'll pay $70 for another Assassin's Creed game because I enjoy playing those games. But, like, just don't, you know what I mean? Like, give us all the content. You know, give us all the good stuff. And if you do have some $15 thing, make it an expansion or a DLC that include, like, what I'm getting at is make it more than just the armor set. Give us like a new area or a mission to explore where we can earn the armor set and then, you know, go about playing
instead
the
of
game.
here's the money and here's the armor. Yeah. It's an exchange.
It's just an exchange.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a dirty bitch. That's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I was trying to get at.
And the thing is, like, I say, like, you know, if you make it 70, maybe they'll reduce microtransactions, but that's a big if. That's a big if. I mean, if they, I would like the cynical part of me also says, look, they're already getting you to buy the microtransactions.
True.
Who's gonna say we up the base price? Who's gonna reduce it? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. It's just. I know we talked about it before about the price going up, but now like it's actually in talks with Ubisoft. Yeah. So
if they do it, they do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not our decision.
It'll come down to the consumer to be like, hey, is
with
this
our
worth?
wallets.
Is it worth $70? Yeah.
It's just, I mean, like, I feel like for a DLC, like say for instance the new Street Fighter 5 season that just got put out, right? It's out now. It's 30.
Oh, it got released. You can pre-order it now, but it won't go into effect until the 22nd.
So it's what, $40?
It's 25. Let me check.
I wish I could look it up, but my Google machine is broken.
I think it's $25 for the base season, and then it's like 40 for the premium one. The premium you'll get like extra skins, extra titles, 100K fight money, stuff like that. So,
but like, do you think that it's worth the $30?
It comes out to an individual. It really does.
Right, but for you,
no,
it's not worth $30.
No, I'm not gonna get it.
Oh, you're not?
No,
oh, okay.
I told myself not. I said Championship Edition is the last. The last one I'm getting, and that's it. So me personally, I've already made my stand. I'm done with Capcom with their buying their battle passes.
So just to put it in perspective, you spent $60 on the initial game.
Yeah.
You bought how many seasons?
I bought one season.
One season, so $20.
Yeah.
And then you repurchased the game for another $20, right?
Yeah.
For the Championship Edition, and it gave you everything that you missed out on.
Yeah, gave me everything up to season 4. Yeah.
Right. And did you get season 4?
Season 4 was with Championship Edition.
Oh, it did. Yeah. Oh, up to season 4.
Up to
okay.
including season 4.
So you've already spent $100 on this game, basically. So you're not gonna give them the extra 20.
No, that's it.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. I can get behind you on that.
Yeah, and the thing is, like I was there from day one when it was just bare bones.
14,
nothing.
16 fighters.
It was 16 fighters, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with 16 characters. They didn't tell you what the first characters were for season 1 or 2. They had the battle lounge wasn't fleshed out.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
The net play was. Oof.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not.
It's at a good point now.
It's in a better spot.
It's in a good point now. But yeah, even then it was rough. It just sucks that me personally, just because I love the franchise so much, being there from day one. Oh yeah, now, and I understand they had to get directors and they had to get game directors and people to test out the stuff, make sure the models and artists, just to make everything, and that cost money. I understand that, but that's it. I'm done. I will continue to play Street Fighter 5 because the season will be, all the updates and changes will be free.
Right.
You know, I just won't get access to the characters, which I'm fine with.
Okay.
You know,
you can buy the characters individually.
You can buy them individually if I really wanted to. Yeah.
Right.
So
what is it? 5 years old?
Yes.
now? Well, next week?
And as of February 16th.
Yeah, so next week? God damn. 5 years old.
February 16th, 2016. That
Street
date
Fighter
is
5.
etched in my head.
Street Fighter 5, Season 5.
Yeah.
Starts after the game is 5 years old.
And the thing is,
on the 22nd.
so yeah, I want to transition to now. So we're done with the Ubisoft. So
I'm sorry. We're just talking about DLC.
Yeah.
I didn't mean
to. So that's what I want to talk about with Street Fighter. So looking at the Street Fighter 5 winter update, I saw it. Like, first of all, I was at work Thursday, and I get a message from Johnny. He's like, "Oh my God, Street Fighter 5 winter update."
Right.
Jerry, buffs, mechanics. I was like, "What?" He's like, "Craig ass." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I'll wait till I get home and I'll check it out." So sure enough, went home and checked it. I was like, "Oh my God, this looks good."
Right.
They're adding this new V shift and V break mechanic, a defensive option that you could use. And I saw Brian F just breaking it down and just like really going to the weeds about it. I'm like, "Oh my God, this looks awesome. This looks great. I'm excited. I want to play Street Fighter because for the last 2 weeks I haven't. I took a break. I've been playing Mortal Shells.
Right.
You know, I'm stepping away from the game and I'm going to wait till after season 5.
Palette.
Yeah, I'm going to come to after the 22nd once these implements have been all these changes have been implemented.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to go into the game. But just watching it, I'm like, oh my God, it looks great. These features, mechanics are awesome. I can't wait. And then at the backside of the coin, I'm thinking, that's it. This is the last season. Like it's unfortunate that they got to this point where they're at now,
right,
at the end of the game's life cycle, because we saw the Capcom, rumor leaks about their game releases, because they got Street Fighter 6 released for Q3 of 2022.
Right.
So we know roughly, I'm not saying it's etched in stone, but we know roughly that might be, the cutoff date for Street Fighter 5.
Right.
So it just sucks that these changes they made is now, it's like,
it's a little too little, too late.
It's. I mean, I don't think it's too little, too late. I think it's too late. It's okay. It's very late. It's unfortunate that this is the time that it's coming out now. Especially they have all this time to do something, and it's not till now that it is. Just it's a little frustrating, but I think enjoy the time that I'm going to have with it.
Right.
So I'm excited. I want to see this V shift, this V break mechanic. It looks like it could be a real game changer. And I'm excited for that. It looks good.
Yeah, I was reading up on it before you came over. I was like, oh, they got some pretty good stuff in there. And then
it looks good. I mean, it'll cost you a full bar of V reversal, but if you do it right, you get half of it restored. So you could really use the mechanic, and it helps just break out of things and like change. I don't know. I was just watching Brian F talk about it. It could really change the game, or it could just be a subtle difference. But
right.
I don't know. I think it could be a real. I don't know. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Game changer.
The thing is, and I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited to get
tell.
into this game because, even during the demo, they didn't show any like health bars or anything on the characters when they were fighting each other, so you don't know how much damage was doing or the frame data. But I saw they showed they highlighted Akali for a combo. I'm like, oh, that's a whole new combo. He's actually using his V skill as a combo. I'm like,
nice,
because you.
Right.
That's it. And then Akali, he was strong season 1. After then, they're like, oh, we feel he's in a good spot. And ever since then, they just never touched him. Like, they just left him alone.
We feel he's perfect.
And that's it. Yeah, he's in a good spot. Meanwhile, the newer characters are coming out really good, which I'm not upset about it. But it's just like, it's just when there's a new character, all the things that you learned along the way, you implement these new casts to make it better and stronger. Mm-hmm. So the older ones kind of like, get out of the way, you're not cute anymore. You're not the hot shit anymore.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Exactly, just dropping Akali and all the old characters. So yeah, so I mean, just seeing that they breathe some new life into an Akali, like, oh my God, I can't wait. I'm excited. Just seeing these combos and that's what I want to talk about it. So on Friday, it was Thursday. They talked about the winter update. They talked about they showed some Dan and Rose gameplay, which looked pretty good. The V shift and V break, and the thing is. Street Fighter 5, it was leak spoilers to have 11 a character in season 5, and everybody's like, oh great, he's gonna be the last character. Apparently he's not even gonna be a character. He's gonna be like a random, like when you know how you pick a character, you click random. So you could hit, I think from what I've gathered is you hit the 11 character. Mm-hmm. And by the way, the character's name is 11. He is a prototype of 12, which was kind of like a clone fighter in Third Strike. So just a little backstory for that, guys. But he's like an inferior version. So you could click 11 and it'll give you a random character with random V skill, random V trigger. And it still kind of looks like 11. He looks kind of just like a white clay clone.
Right.
You know, so your character will still look like that and still sound like him. So I think it's just something to spice it up, just to change it when you're playing with your friends and everybody's just picking random whatever.
Just to read from the PlayStation blog, it says they snuck one in for Season 5. 11 is a prototype version of Street Fighter 3's 12 and was created by Gil's secret organization. It says he acts as a mimic character, randomly transforming itself into any character that you currently own on Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
This transformation occurs as you load into battle and will also choose a random V skill and random V trigger for you. This mimic character will retain 11's color scheme while still performing exactly like the character being duplicated. But like, so you select him, and then once it goes into the load screen and it goes to the, whoever versus who, that's who who you're fighting with whatever you have. Yeah. And then like, but it's still like the same color and shape, not color and shape, but like the color and texture of 11. He just looks like Ryu now.
Yeah, it'll be like Ryu, but it'll be kind of like kind of like those. You ever seen Westworld when they put the clones and they dip them out and they come out like that? Yeah, it looks similar to that.
It looks kind of cool though. Yeah, I like it.
It's interesting. So just going back to that, because even Kevin messaged me. He's like, dude, Capcom just cannot catch a break without these leaks, because it was leaked actually the day before. I think Twitch sent out an email to some of the like the big time streamers for Street Fighter, and it just got out. And the thing is, so that 11 part got leaked, but that wasn't even like the big part of the winter update, which is good. So I mean, there was a leak, but that wasn't like it didn't take the wind out of the sails for the update, which is good, because
like they did the past 5 years.
Exactly, and that's what I want to talk about, because in 2018 Capcom, it got leaked that Kage was coming out, and then in the Evo 2019 it got leaked that Honda, Lucia, and Poison were going to come out. So it's just like this game has just been plagued with leaks, like poor Ono.
Fire the whole team.
Yeah, poor Ono. He's fucking trying to make a fucking announcement, and everybody like already knows what it is, and it's like, I know Ono is like very like divisive. Some people love him, some people hate him, and I got no problem with the guy. I think he did some great. I know some people hate him because they don't like the direction of Street Fighter 5, but I think he did some great things with putting the CPT, the Capcom Pro Tour event, making that a real thing, because that's the model for a lot of fighting games now. So seeing like him having his announcements leaked, you could just see how it just drained him. Like I just feel for the guy, and sucked. So even to this day, there's still just Capcom leaks going out, and it just sucks.
Fire that whole fucking team.
Whoever's in charge of their PR or the emails that's letting them out, like God, Jesus Christ, guys, just release some fake shit and see where it's coming from.
Yep.
And then get them
fake stuff in different places.
Yeah, kind of like what's his name, Tyrion did.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, guys. So, February 22nd, that's going to be the update, the winter update for Street Fighter 5. If you guys are a fan, I think this is going to be awesome. I can't wait. I'm excited. I said it's like 500 times. And I'm actually going to just ask Kevin to come out that Saturday, and we're just going to pick random characters and just play 11 and just play. Yeah, and just give it out. So I'm excited. I'm happy.
When's the 22nd?
22nd will be on Monday.
Okay.
So that weekend after, that's when I'll see what's up. Just play some Street Fighter again, because it's been a minute since I've streamed Street Fighter. Speaking of Tyrion and Game of Thrones, you see the cast for
the cast of the Dragon Show?
No.
What show
Last
is this?
of Us.
No, I actually didn't.
You see who they casted to play Joel and Ellie?
Who they cast?
Really? I figured you'd be on it.
I hadn't seen anything about it.
Papa.
I've been working hard, bro.
I know.
I've been working
I see it.
almost 50 hours.
I like that.
I want to go back to 35
so
hours.
Guess who's playing Joel?
I'm just gonna Google.
Just Google it. I ain't guessing shit.
What do you got?
Well, guess he's hot right now.
Huh?
He's fucking hot right now.
Michael Pena.
Close.
Oh, fucking Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here,
dude. Okay, so I'm at the point now where I think this is great for him, but
I kind of want to see his death scene.
Spoiler alert. But do you think it's one of those things where it's when you start getting saturated with an actor and you see him everywhere too much, kind of like Katherine Hagel and what was it? Who's someone that you saw too much? Like Seth Rogen, and all that. Like you just sound like in every fucking thing, and you're like, I'm just tired of seeing this guy everywhere.
Right.
I don't know if that's something that will like a Pedro Pascal fatigue, because he's hot as shit right now.
Yeah, I mean his rise, I believe, started with Narcos. He was pretty
Game
damn
of
good in
Thrones,
that
actually,
show.
Papa.
He was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he was Alberian, the Viper.
First?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, he got his head blown up.
I remember that, but
Yeah.
I could have sworn that. Anyway, Game of Thrones, and then he did fucking Narcos.
Yeah.
Mandalorian is pretty big, but you don't really see his face at all. So I mean,
Wonder Woman.
but Wonder Woman was you know. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Wonder Woman was whatever. I don't mind him. I didn't really like him in Wonder Woman, to be honest with you.
I never watched it.
I never seen him.
Never
bro.
seen her. Nice girl though. She sing a song.
But I mean, I'm looking at his IMDb now. He was in a lot of stuff before that, like 2009, 2008 stuff, Law and Order, a bunch of bullshit.
Just cameos and shit.
Yeah, he didn't really hit his stride until like Game of Thrones, because it was Game of Thrones, Graceland, Mentalist. He was in Dishonored 2. I didn't even realize that.
Probably a voice actor or something.
Narcos, Equalizer 2. He's done some stuff, man.
And they got Bella Ramsey. I think that's her last name.
Yeah, from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So 2 characters from Game of Thrones. I think HBO's like, hey, who do we got? Who needs work?
Who needs work?
Well, Pedro's probably fine. He's like, I got work, motherfucker.
He's like,
I work for Disney.
Well, I mean, Wonder Woman came out on HBO.
That's true.
As well.
Yeah, so HBO's like, hey, you guys you got a project?
Want some monies?
You want some more money?
That's good. Good for them. I want to see how it comes out. I like Bella in Game of Thrones.
I remember her being that the leader of the Mormonts.
Yeah, I liked her character and
tough little girl.
And being the badass that she was. I think she can pull off being a badass as Ellie. I just want to hear her American accent. And I think Joel cast as a Mexican or Puerto Rican or where Hispanic person.
Same.
Hispanic person is a little off because he's like straight up from Texas, like Texas white boy, you know. So
it's all accents.
It is what it is. I think he could pull it off, especially if he dust, you
rug him up, give him some wrinkles, pepper. Yeah.
But then again, we don't know where the show's starting off. If it's starting off at the beginning or if it's starting off like right in the middle, because there's a point in time there, from the first game to the second game where you don't really know too much of what happened.
There's some vagueness.
So yeah, man, I'm excited for that. That's good. Did you see the Borderlands cast? Did we talk about this?
I remember we talked about it. And I always, me. Why? I think I saw somewhere where
same thing I could say about Last of Us, like why, but HBO's doing it, so I'm not mad. I'm not mad at HBO.
They got good writers, and the people who are helming the show are
except for D&D. We don't want to talk about them.
Oh no, they did fine.
They did fine up until
the last season, yeah.
But yeah, so they did do Kevin Hart as Roland. I think we talked about him.
Yeah, I think I saw Jack Black is doing Claptrap.
Yeah,
but he's gonna be all CGI though. That's what I heard.
So I'm fine with that, and I think Jack Black does really good voices and stuff.
Yeah,
so
he can play silly.
He can do silly, and then they put Jamie Lee Curtis in as Tannis. So those are the 3 that have been cast so far.
Jamie Lee Curtis, huh?
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis. So those have been interesting casts, and I was like, fuck, Jack Black and Kevin Hart in another movie together. That's like number 3 now, right? Because they did both Jumanjis together, and now they're doing Borderlands.
I'm sure. Why is The Rock not in there?
If The Rock doesn't show up as Brick, if Rock doesn't show up as Brick, and it's basically like the same premise as Jumanji, like they're playing a game and they all get sucked in. Like these kids are playing a game, they all get sucked into the thing, and they have to play as Borderlands characters. And then fucking the guy's like, "Oh, why am I playing as Claptrap?"
This guy sucks.
He's in the Claptrap voice or whatever. It's good. It would trip me out if that was. Well, that's lazy Hollywood writing. Because if I came up with that in like 5 minutes.
They're just listening to your Google
notes.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
But yeah, they're making that movie, and I'm still gonna watch it because I still haven't lost faith in video game adaptations, especially after Sonic the Hedgehog was so much fun. I'll watch them, but if I like them or not, that's completely up to the movie. Up to me and up to the movie. I still haven't seen Monster Hunter yet, but
is it out?
Yeah, it's been out. But you can't really go to the theaters, so and I don't want to. But
you want to rent it?
Probably. I can probably rent it on Google, but not with no internet.
Well, not right now.
I can wait. I'm not in any rush. But I heard nothing but good things about the Monster Hunter movie.
So E3 is pushing forward for plans for a digital 2021 event, according to Video Games Chronicle.
Oh, okay. So same thing that's been happening for the past
so
year?
it's like they didn't do anything for 2020, of course, because everything got canceled. I think they wanted to, but in the end they pulled out. Nothing was done.
Right.
And even then, before that, Sony had already said we're out.
Right.
We're gonna do our own thing.
Nintendo.
And Nintendo's always, Nintendo was still in there, but Nintendo, even throughout the whole year, they do their whole treehouse and their live events. I think it might be too late for E3 to try. I mean, they could go with like maybe the smaller guys to give them some, that don't have the budget to do their own thing, and maybe they could work with them and put them on the air. But it's like for the big guys, like Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, I think they could go like, oh yeah, we could just do it when we want.
I could have sworn we brought this up last year that E3 was rebranding. And they weren't going to be just like a video game expo anymore.
Try different, like...
It was going to be, it was September...
Do like refrigerators and appliances and stuff like that?
So yeah, it was like September 20th, 2019. So they were proposing rebranding E3 2020 as a fan, media, and influencer festival. So we talked about it 2 years ago, that they were already talking about rebranding the entire thing.
Well, if it was 2 years ago, yeah, I could see why they would do a whole,
and then
make it like a con,
right?
But
and then
you can't do that now.
And then pandemic happened.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's out the window.
Canceled it out. But like these platforms are so big for these developers, not just developers, but let's say the consoles themselves. So Sony could do a state of play once a month, every quarter or whatever. Nintendo can do their thing. Xbox can do their thing, and then basically showcase all these games that are coming out to their console, which they've already done, and it generates the same amount of buzz. Like we can all watch the state of play live on Twitch or whatever, and there's like 60, 70,000 people, and then it immediately gets uploaded to YouTube where you can see it in full resolution and you can watch it, and then it gets watched millions of times anyway. Why do we need an E3 anymore?
Yeah. And the thing is, like when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's awesome. I think that'd be great. But the thing is, like, 2020 has proved that you don't
need to
you
be
don't
there.
need that.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds callous and cold, like it's just, but I think that's just the cold hard facts. That now is like Nintendo could go, hey, instead of waiting till this date, we're gonna wait on this date and release 20 minute,
we're just
15 minute.
Put it out on our own time.
Yeah. Same with Sony, and even then Sony already pulled out from the 2019. So them going. I mean, so with Sony, they're already out.
Yeah.
So it's just.
Then Bethesda being bought out by Microsoft now, because Bethesda was always at E3.
Yeah.
As a keynote on day zero. I mean, it's owned by Microsoft now,
Definitely.
If Microsoft was sticking in, that's just, one less thing that they have to do. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, you're right. It's 2020's proved, you don't have, especially if you worked a desk job, you don't have to go to work anymore.
Yeah.
You can do all your work from home and still, do your job, which I don't know why we couldn't get through this like way earlier.
I think this is one of those silver linings, that you had to realize that, hey, this is possible. You can do it,
But like E3 was getting so big anyway. It was already so big. It's like Comic-Con, in San Diego. It's so big. The lines are so huge. And like it sells out. The first day the tickets go on sale, and then like
waiting in line for just to play a demo. Because some of the video game podcasts I listen to, and these guys are journalists in the gaming business, and they say it sucks that they want to demo the game to write a story and cover it, but it's a 4-hour line, or you're gonna play 10 minutes because it's just. Right. I understand, like E3, you want to open to the public to get many people in there to generate revenue,
right?
But at a certain time, when you keep doing stuff like that, it becomes something else. It becomes a convention,
right?
It doesn't become just the E3 Expo for to get information on what's the latest and greatest. It just becomes Comic-Con or Electronic Con,
right? And also, a lot of these developers, they get pressured into doing something at E3 and
demo builds,
and they shoot themselves in the foot because that demo build doesn't look like the final game build, and then they have to like live with that. Like Ubisoft is a big culprit of that, especially with like Watch Dogs. Like Watch Dogs looked dope when it was first announced at E3. It looked amazing, and then you get the final product, and you're just like poking it with a stick, like do something.
Like the Warhammer one too.
Do something. Yeah. Like that type of thing. Like a lot of these developers, they shoot themselves in the foot. Why not release something when you're ready?
Yeah. No, definitely.
Don't force yourself to do, other things and then like, oh, we're just going to put out this little demo. Like Halo did that, but Halo actually it ended up looking, Halo 2 anyway. Mm-hmm. Halo 2 came out as close as possible to that original E3 demo. Then it, whenever it came out as a release or whatever, it looked pretty damn close and played pretty damn close as well. So, whenever I see things like that, that impresses me. But whenever you have the
whole
opposite,
bait and switch.
Yeah, the whole bait and switch. Like, oh yeah, this game looks great, and then you get the game and you're like, oh, sad.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, with E3 doing this route, like, I wouldn't be surprised if like the big guys, Microsoft, Nintendo, and PlayStation and Sony say, whatever, we're out. Yeah. But if it brings attention to the smaller publishers, smaller developers, I'll be for it. That maybe don't have the income to do a big old production. I don't know. I mean,
Nintendo does it really well. Nintendo does their indie showcase.
Yeah,
they do that really well. I think if each platform does their own indie showcase, I think that would bring them out pretty well. And then like not only that, but like they could do an indie showcase, show off these games, but also in like the suggested videos, how you can click on a video inside of a video whenever
like on YouTube or what?
Yeah, on YouTube at the end of it. You just be like, oh, well, come check out our interview with the developer, and he's going to talk about his game and walk us through it, walk such and such person through whatever's going on. And then you can take like, so if you're interested in that game and you want to learn more about it, you can actually, it's basically like a virtual tour of what E3 would be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the need for E3 anymore.
Yeah.
I always wanted to go, and I'm sad that I probably will never get to go, but it's time to move on to bigger and better things. Like maybe they can come up with something new, like their influencer media festival thing, whatever, but yeah, if it's time to move on, it's time to move on. You can't. You're grasping at straws at this point.
Well, yeah, because Jeff Keighley, he left that because he was, I think, in disputes with the direction of how the E3 was going, and so he just went ahead and went to the Game Awards.
Just gonna make it digital only.
Yeah, he's like, I'll just do the Game Awards and do my own thing.
Comic Palooza is happening this year, isn't it?
It's
because tickets go on sale like next week.
I think I know Mikkel said like it's gonna be, from what she said, that it's going to be very limited in the vendors, of course, because you're trying to get, they don't want that many people in. I'm sure they're going to be spaced out, make sure to follow all the protocols of social distancing. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be happening. It's Texas. They don't care. It's fucking Wild West.
Don't give a shit.
It's a Wild West. You're responsible. Texas. You're responsible for your own health.
Yeah.
Which is true.
What else you got, Papa?
I want to talk about going back to fighting games. The Japan fighting game public roundtable. It will be going on the 20th at 9 p.m. So
that's Saturday.
It's like Friday, Japan. No, it's like Saturday, Japan, Friday our time or something. I don't know. One of those.
I don't know. They like time travel. Because
they time travel. Yeah, they're in the head of or something like that. So that's been going on. It's been all different. Arc System's going to be there. They're going to be talking about the games will be the Guilty Gear Strive, I'm pretty sure, and Blaze Blue, or but all the fighting game companies are getting together and going to be talking. They did it one couple of months ago. Nice. So they're doing another one this time. So get some more information. And guys, if you play fighting games, Guilty Gear Strive, the beta is out on the 9th. It's the 17th to the 21st. That's what I wrote down. So if you pre-order it on the PlayStation 4 and 5.
Okay. Nice.
They didn't do it on the PC. Which I'm guessing.
Because you can pre-order on Steam now. It wasn't you weren't able to you weren't able to pre-order. Yeah, you weren't able to pre-order last week whenever I looked it up.
Yeah, but I think that we're not gonna have I think they're not having the beta.
Yeah, that's
because I think the shit would just get data mined.
Probably
when it gets on PC.
Probably. Yeah. But I mean, people can data mine PS4 because people can hack into them. Like this one guy that fucking just put that 60 FPS patch in Bloodborne for PS4 and PS4 Pro.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, oh, I modded the game file and
everybody can get it.
Not everybody, but you have to. Yeah. Okay. But I was like, oh shit, you could play Bloodborne at 60 FPS because they don't even have that for the PlayStation 5.
Which doesn't make sense.
That they didn't update it for that.
Yeah.
That's a 5-year-old game.
I forgot how it is.
It's pretty old.
It's
but yeah, there's been a lot of hacking going around, bro.
Yeah. So, but anyways, the whole fact that the pre-orders for the Guilty Gear Strive, PS4 and PS5, like fuck. And I was talking to Johnny about it. He's like, "Gonna have rollback, dude. Just get on PS4." I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't think I'll go back.
I don't think I can go back
on PC. I just don't turning back, dude. I don't know. And going back, guys, if you guys saw the Guilty Gear Strive gameplay from GameSpot, oh my god, dude, it looks fucking ridiculous. I want to play it. It looks fucking tight. You saw Kai Kiske running, jumping, air dash cancel backwards. I'm like, oh my god, I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. I mean,
me too.
The gameplay, like, and the thing is, like, when you look at the game, you're doing the combos, 16 beat, 20 beat, whatever. The number comes out really huge, and when you counter someone, it'll say counter. You know, because when you get a counter in a fighting game, that's when you get like extra hit stun. You could do combos that you usually can't do. You know,
right?
So when you see a counter, okay, that's when you can do like these different combos, and it's very in your face when these numbers come out or the counter come out, and a lot of people are saying, well, it's too big, it's annoying, it's good in your face and distract you from the game. Like, no, when you play a fighting game, at least to me, when I'm playing one, I'm looking at the space between my two characters, and that's all I see. And the background goes away, all the graphics go away. All I see, maybe my peripherals, I see the HP, my EX bar, and that's it. You know, all the background dancing that the stages are doing, that goes completely out the window. For me, it's just that space between the two fighting characters. You know, so when people say, "Oh, this is gonna be distracting," like, no,
they don't complain about the announcer and like fucking Killer Instinct at all. Combo breaker.
Yeah, the thing that all that goes out the window. It actually becomes part of the game too, because that's part of the audio cues, you know. And it's just like, I mean, you can play any. I mean, especially if you like played any of the Marvel versus games. Those the combos and the
combo numbers like a quarter of the screen.
Yeah, they're huge. But the thing is, when you get in the zone of actually playing, that's what you become. You focus on your characters,
right?
That's the two characters. The thing is, you know. And the thing is, that flashiness, the numbers being really big, and the counter. That I think that's going to be part of for the spectator, for someone who's watching, you know,
right?
So they could, oh shit, that's 20, you know, they could see what's going on while spectating, you know. So
I agree.
I think that's gonna be the angle that they're going for when it comes from that direction. So, but just looking at the Guilty Gear Strive, like I see King of Fighters 15. I see the trailer. They had just released Joe. Like, okay,
the announcement for announcement.
That's cool. that's awesome. You know, okay. King of Fire looks cool, but Guilty Gear though, that just looks.
Guilty Gears always look good to me.
It looks fantastic. I'm excited and I want to play it, and like
pre-order it on your PS4, bro.
No, I'm fine. And the thing is, like, even if I pre-order it, if I get it 3 days in advance, when I play 3 days later on my PC, I'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I know there's people out there that want to get, be the first one to, this is what you do this combo, look at my combo videos, that want to be the first. I understand. That's what you want to do. Cool. I don't do that. I don't go in depth. I just want to find a cool character, play, and have fun. I'm not going to be the one that's, looking for the recognition, make sure you check out my videos for the first combos that you could do with this character. That's not me. That's not me by no means. So if I have to wait a couple more days to play on PC,
yeah, you'll be fine.
I'll be fine because I'm going to play it on the weekends when the guys come over and we just play fighting games, and that's
there you go.
But yeah, I mean, I'm a little upset that's not available for PC for the beta, but I'll live.
You'll be fine.
I'll live.
I'm pretty sure we can find ways around that. Being PC gamers.
I'll live. So it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
What else you got, Bubba?
What was top selling games for January 2021?
Oh, we're doing MPDs already?
Let's go.
Oh, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Number 2.
Oh.
That was number 2, by the way.
Mortal Phoenix Rising. Not even on the list?
Not even on the list. I think it's top 20. I think it was top 20, but it's not in top 10 for sure.
Oh, what came out last month? Did anything come out last month?
It doesn't have to be all about what came out last month.
I know, but I'm just trying to think of if anything big came out last month.
What did come out that was big last month?
Fuck if I know. I don't know, man. I really wasn't paying attention to new games last month, to be honest.
Okay, honestly, but there's no new games then.
Oh, okay. Grand Theft Auto 5?
Not down here.
Oh, fuck. Madden NFL.
Yep, number 4.
Damn. NBA 2K21, 22.
2K21, number 10.
Number 10. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place. Give me a hint, bro. Come on, man. Don't be just
okay. It's the beginning of the year.
Modern Warfare?
Not
Modern Warfare, but Black Ops?
Modern Warfare is on there.
Oh, is it?
And Black Ops is number 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you have to.
So I'm missing
it's the beginning of the year.
5,
Everybody wants to work out.
Ring Fit Adventures on there?
Yep.
Number 3?
And that's number 7. Oh. And that's the reason why it's up there. It has to be. It's the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting. So I see me. I deliver. I see workout equipment, workout bikes, racks, weights. It's the beginning of the year. That's when everybody gets it. So yeah, Ring Fit. That's
so what's number 3?
So okay, let's go down the list, guys. So we got number 1. We have Cold War. Then we have Valhalla. Miles Morales. Madden. Animal Crossing. Mario Kart 8. Ring Fit. Modern Warfare. Smash. And NBA 2K21.
Wow, Nintendo.
So nothing new games.
Nintendo just killing that list, though.
Yeah, Nintendo. Safe bet from Nintendo is Animal Crossing, Smash, and Mario Kart.
Oh God.
Once the Switch Pro comes out, that's when we see Mario Kart 9. That's my guess.
That comes out.
That'll be my guess. That's when we see the next Mario Kart.
Hopefully that comes out at some point.
It will. 4K gaming.
That's what's up, though. What else you got, Papa?
That's about it on my end.
All right. Well, guys, if you need new games, right now, there's a Steam Lunar Sale going on up until Monday at 10 a.m. Central Standard.
You know how hard it is to not buy more games?
Hey, man. I feel you. I've got 500 games on Steam. I've got 500 games on Steam. I feel you.
Like, I want to buy early access games.
Buy them. I did. Yeah. It's called Valheim. I'm already there, bro. Come on, dude. But yeah, if you want free games, Halcyon 6 is free on Epic this week. So go pick that one up. I have no idea what type of game it is, but hey.
Free games.
Free games.
You might like it.
Next week, we have BlizzCon. Are you going to be paying attention to that at all for Diablo news? Starts Friday.
Maybe we'll have Castro on to talk about it. I know he's a big fan.
Well, we would have to have him on the following week.
Okay.
Because we're going to, Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's free to everybody to watch.
Really?
Yeah, it's free. It's a digital only type thing.
I thought you had to well, I think that was years before, right? You had to pay for online or to watch online.
They didn't do one last year because of COVID, and they didn't do anything digitally. They pushed it back. A conference got delayed, which is hilarious to me. But yeah, so they're gonna be doing BlizzCon this upcoming Friday. This upcoming Friday, they're gonna be talking about Diablo, Overwatch, some World of Warcraft, and they're
the big hitters, they're big boys. Yeah,
so they've got all that stuff coming up. I know you're probably not too excited about it.
I mean, I'm excited to listen to it, but as for I
want some hype for Diablo. I want
maybe some class announcements.
Maybe
that'd be nice,
or some more development footage or something like that, or maybe even, hey, let's talk about this game that got announced 2 years ago called Diablo Immortals for your phone that got released released in Australia.
I hate gacha games.
Gotcha. Speaking of Tencent, since you brought it up, they bought a minority stake in Bohemia Interactive, which is the developer who makes DayZ and Arma. The Armor series 1, 2, 3. So they got a minority stake, not a majority, which was weird. Like usually, whenever you hear,
well, they did it recently. Who did they buy a small percentage of? Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second.
You're fine. Warframe was one of them.
Yeah, the guys who had Warframe.
Yeah, but anyway, so they did end up picking up a little minority, a little. They got their beak wet with Bohemia, and that game is already as expensive as shit with a lot of DLC. So,
what do they say? Oh, the paper cut, copy paste. Oh, we want to thank Tencent for the opportunity that gave us with the money in production, but this is going to change nothing from our products. We're going to continue to do our best to do our best products, and all Tencent will be doing is help funding to ensure that we have great products for our customers.
I actually didn't look up a statement, but now I kind of want to, because it is
it's
always the same.
Something along the lines, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's something along those lines.
Oh my god, let me see here.
But yeah, when you said they bought a small share, we talked. They bought a small share of something else.
They buy.
I totally forgot about it, guys. Yeah, I know we covered it, but everything just starts blurring in.
Oh, they got the Life is Strange developer, which was Don't Nod.
Yeah.
And then the Don't Starve creator, which was Cly Entertainment at the start of 2021.
The interactive games. I had a conversation about one of my online friends about it. He's like, Rick, what do you think of it? Bro, I talked about it on the podcast.
So reading
already.
From Gamma Sutra, it says Tencent has purchased a minority stake in DayZ and Arma developer Bohemia Interactive for an undisclosed fee. The Czech studio will remain independent following this deal and will continue to be led by its existing management team. Tencent and Bohemia have joined forces in the past and are currently working to bring PC mobile sandbox titles like Lands to players in China. Although terms of the deal weren't discussed, Bohemia CEO Marek Spinell said Tencent will support unique approach to online games.
Yeah, on mobile. Yeah, how can they bring the Arma and all that stuff too?
Yeah,
that's what it is. I mean, look,
it's gonna be a battle royale coming soon.
Yeah,
a DayZ mobile or something.
We already know what it is.
They can't even get that shit to run on PC, let alone fucking. They have it on Xbox. It's on Game Pass. You're just kind of like, God damn it!
Really?
Like, stop making things like. I don't even think DayZ is released, but it hasn't even hit version 1.0. I'm not
still
mistaken. It's still like 0.092 or some shit like that. Like, come on, release. Make it good. Make it good. I was so hyped on DayZ. That was like.
But that's okay. That's the one where PUBG was a mod from, right?
So Arma was the original game,
Yeah.
and then somebody made a mod of that and called it Daisy.
Yeah.
And then that guy became a developer for this game, and then like they gave him his own standalone game. And then like halfway through, like they release it in early access, we all bought into it. It was like $40 or something like that. We're like, oh yeah, we're gonna fucking play our favorite game, because I literally had like 600 hours in Daisy mod.
Yeah.
And then Daisy comes out as a standalone, and I maybe got like 5 hours in it. I hated it. It's terrible. It's so janky, bro. But it's gotten better over time. But that dude Rocket, I think is what his name was. He bailed out to go climb like Mount Everest or something, and like never came back to work on the game. He's alive, but not working on the game. He's like started his own game development studio or something, and he's doing like a procedurally generated like roguelike or something like that. Something crazy. But yeah, man, it's just weird. It's like you were so passionate about this project, they gave you all this money, and then you fucking bail out on the
and then not passionate,
and then you don't finish it, you shit,
and you drop it.
And I was like, that's the last time I buy anything from that guy or Bohemia for that matter.
Really?
They still trash. Still trash.
Yeah.
Still trash. But yeah, speaking of trash ass games, Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, come on, it's fine. It works good on Stadia.
Kidding. It plays great on Stadia.
I heard it looks great.
CD Projekt Red got hacked this week. Did you hear about that?
I think I saw like I said, when I'm skimming Reddit, I saw some things on it. I just saw a thumbnail, but like
yeah.
I'm so done with like
CD Projekt.
Yeah, I'm so done with like until I hear like exceptional great news.
Well, this is exceptionally bad news.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're holding them with ransomware, kind of like they did with Capcom. And you know how like they release all their release dates and they have source codes for games or whatever. Well, anyway, they did the exact same thing for Cyberpunk and The Witcher and
Gwent, I think.
Gwent and something else, like a Thronebreaker or something like that. And they stole the source code for all these games, and they sold it for like $7 million, like today or yesterday or something like that. So they started it off at a bid at like $1 million. And then somebody like hit him up on the side like, hey, bitch.
Is it like a black market auction deal or something?
Bro, it sounds like it. I mean, if they could hack into CD Projekt Red and take that information, which I'm pretty sure isn't a small amount of information, then, was it worth $7 million? But also, once you receive, all you got to do is look in the record books like, who got $7 million? Oh, this guy got $7 million? Let's go get this motherfucker. Like, it better have been in Bitcoin. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That way you can't trace that shit. Like, hopefully
Bitcoin.
They did it smart. And I would assume these people are smart because they were able to bypass that security to get that information. But like, I don't know, man. This is the second.
So what happens with CD Projekt Red now? They're just
still making games.
Shit Creek or something.
It just sucks that their source code is out. Anybody could take it and fucking make their own shit. Yeah, it just sucks. I mean, I don't know what you think about it, but like, it would be fucked if
they make a better version. They make a better version.
They make Cyberpunk 2077.5, and then it's just like way better.
Okay, so I mean, I'm not like a tech savvy and whatever, but
right.
Okay, so they get the source code and someone makes a game, and then what? You just play it by yourself or something?
I guess, or they like release it out online and it's free for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can open source.
They can just open source it out. That's the crazy part. Like,
it's gonna Robin Hood that bitch.
It's just fucking Robin Hood. Oh, we're not talking about the app. We're talking about
the actual
Robin
Sherwood
Hood.
lore.
Okay. Yeah, got it. You got to specify these days.
Yeah, nowadays I got to specify. Yeah,
bro. But yeah, it just sucks that happened to the company. It's not just the fact that it sucks that it happened, that they got hit for these things, but to kick a motherfucker when they're down, bro. Like, come on. Like they're working on this stuff, and now they got to focus on another issue. Granted, I was talking a little bit of shit, but like, I'm not trying to kick these motherfuckers anymore. Like, come on, fix it, and do something.
Let's move on to the next thing. Yeah.
Do something. Let's go to the next.
Well, the thing is that, like, going back to what you said, like, I telling Mikkel, like, you did some gaming. She's like, I did a little bit of gaming. Like, not Cyberpunk, huh? She's like, nah, not Cyberpunk. It's just that's it. I mean,
I asked Travis, like, you play any Cyberpunk? He's like, nah, I got bored.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I feel you on that. But yeah, it's sad, and like I said, to kick them even harder when they're down, to like steal their source code for the game.
Yeah, so like I saw the news, I'm like, and I have brought shit news on like from like brought up the shit from other developers. They asked me bring up stuff from Crystal Dynamics about their Avengers game. Yeah, I brought that up. But yeah, with CD Projekt Red, like at that point where that's just so polarizing with what happened with them. So it's just like
they're working on it though.
They're working on it. So
they're
we'll
working
see.
on it. So a couple of interesting things.
Sure.
Crash Bandicoot 4, which came out last year, gets a March 12th release date for PC, PS5, and Nintendo Switch.
Wait, Crash Bandicoot, that's the
out of time one?
Yeah.
So that one's coming to more platforms. It's coming to, I don't know if it's a free upgrade for PS5 or not, but that'd be cool if it was. I don't own it, but I do want to play it because I own the trilogy through the PlayStation Pass or the, what is it?
PlayStation Plus?
Yeah,
PlayStation Online, whatever.
Whatever the 15 games that they gave out with the
PlayStation Collection.
There you go. Yeah. PlayStation Plus Collection. So coming out on PC is dope. PS5, that's cool. And then it's getting a Switch release date, which the Insane Trilogy is also on Switch. So, gives you more options to play this game that was only out on PS4 at that time. So, I don't know if you're interested in platformers. Probably not.
Well, I mean, I want a PlayStation 5. Okay, I want a PlayStation 5 for fucking Guilty Gear. Remember I said there's a game that I'm going to want?
Guilty Gear.
It's Guilty Gear.
You want me to start looking for you?
It's not Miles Morales. It's not Demon Souls. It's not, that. It's...
I can get you
the
one.
game that's going to want me to... And the thing is, it's for the fucking beta. And I really just said, like, I could wait, but, like, I'm looking...
I don't want to wait.
Like, I don't want to play Guilty Gear. Because it's like...
Let me borrow your PS5, bro.
It'll get some use.
Well, it does.
It'll get some use.
It does.
But
it takes up the gas real nice.
And what I'm hesitant to not... I know I covered this already, but I'm hesitant for the PS4 because... Yeah, it'll have rollback, but... how it loads the game, how it functions, how it processes the game. It's a brand new fucking game, and I have a base PS4. Like I don't want to play on that.
You don't.
And maybe if I had a Pro, then we could talk.
I got a Pro.
Then we could talk.
300. That's what they're going for, brand new.
I know. I was making a delivery to one of the pawn shops, and the girl was bringing in her Nintendo Switch to get traded in. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude! Consoles are.
I would have been like, I'll give you a couple hundred for that right now. People were selling just the console itself, not the Joy-Cons or anything, just the fucking screen for like $400 on eBay.
Get out.
Yeah. And just you can buy the cons anywhere.
Yeah, you can buy the Joy-Cons.
But that's $100. But
yeah, you go to Best Buy, you pick
$100. Pick your color.
Yeah.
But speaking of platformers, since we were talking about Crash Bandicoot 4, Ratchet and Clank, Rift
in Time or Rift
finally gets a release date, June 11th. So we still got a few more months to wait for that one.
It's around the corner.
But it is around the corner.
It's around the corner. Will it be ready?
When you were talking about the ones that you're excited for, that's
the one that you're ready
one
for?
on the top of my list. That's definitely on the top of my list. Now that I can't play Returnal until next month?
March.
Yeah. Sometime next month. Like a lot of the springtime is rolling in pretty good, and then just Ratchet and Clank being a AAA game and from a AAA studio and from a PlayStation studio as well, from Insomniac, getting a summer release date, it just blows my fucking mind because usually it's February, March.
Summer's usually the quiet time,
and then summer just slows down. But like right now, I think during COVID time, nobody gives a shit. And we're just like, we're just gonna keep pushing them out.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as they're ready, boom. Is it gonna be ready? That's what you asked.
I think so. The game doesn't seem too ambitious, like what previous. Whoa. No, I mean honestly, the what we talked about previous with Cyberpunk. I mean that was ambitious. That was ambitious and ambitious. Stacked on top of stacked. Yeah, ambitious. I don't think this game is gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be utilizing the PlayStation. It's and not only that though, it's actually like a Sony developer that have direct access to the hardware, so they can really abuse the system. Kind of like when Nintendo when they developed games for the Switch, they really know how to make it look the best, for the console. So I have confidence that it'll look awesome at launch, ready to go. So I have faith that one will be ready.
The screenshot that I saw had Ratchet and Clank, and they were facing towards the left of the screen, and then they had some other person that looked like Ratchet facing towards the right, but like half of the screen was bright and the other half of the screen was dark. And what I'm hoping that doesn't happen is they go like the medium route where they have two instances of the game going on at the same time, and then it bogs down the system.
Saw that.
So if they end up doing something like That I hope that they do it correctly and well, especially since they do have access to the hardware. Like
yeah,
you said, so.
I was actually watching my friend 777. He was streaming the Medium, and it was just bogging down his system. He has a decent enough rig to play it, but it was bogging it down, And I was watching him, and he, quick tangent, he brought up something about trypophobia.
Trypophobia?
It's a fear of cluster of small holes.
Yeah.
And I Google it.
Yeah.
I wish I never Googled it.
Yeah.
Don't see clusters of small holes, and I was like, oh god.
Like speakers or like the microphone or something like that.
Like.
But it's like really zoomed in.
But they show it. They show it like.
It's like, but the people show it with like blackheads and like fucking holes in skin
holes
and shit.
In skins
I don't
and
want to
like
see that either.
infections and like in bugs and stuff, and that like. That's the images I saw. Like, oh god.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. Yeah, but I don't mind like a speaker cover having holes over it.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me.
The holes over the microphone, like that.
Yeah, but they show like a bacteria
it's like fucking
or flesh.
blackheads.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, what the fuck did I see that?
Yeah, I don't want to see that either.
But yeah, so he said he was playing Medium, and it gave him kind of like little fits of trypophobia. I'm like, oh yeah, and I saw it too. Yeah, because you
triggered.
Triggered.
Triggered. How dare you put that in there? Yeah, I've got misophonia.
What's that one?
I don't like chewing sounds.
I hate that fucking do.
I hate that shit. For all my misophonia fans out there.
All the ASMR.
Yeah, I hate that shit. But it's like whenever it's like crunchy and like overly loud. You know what I mean?
I hate people who chew with their mouth open.
Bro, you mean Steven? You don't like hanging out with Steven when he eats?
I haven't hung out with that motherfucker in a while.
Oh, I love Steven. That motherfucker be...
COVID Kevin?
I love him. Oh, he's going to be mad at me for that one.
He is.
All right. My last little bit that I got for you is there's a new map for
Modern Warfare.
Halo 3.
Really?
You heard that correctly. A 10-year-old game is getting a brand new map.
Good.
Coming soon. Yeah, that's weird.
Is it fan made?
I don't think so.
Is it actually who makes what 939 or
343?
343, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they make it or something? Yeah, that's interesting.
I'll find the actual... the actual title of the article is Halo 3 is getting a new map. Yeah, you read that right.
Yeah, you read that right. Yeah. There's a typo in there? Oh.
This came out on a Halo Waypoint blog post. 14 years after Halo 3 was first debuted, a new map will join the multiplayer fray. And it could be out as early as this upcoming Thursday.
Wow.
Which is the next the public flight, which is like allows people to test play the game
the
or
PTR.
Whatever. Yeah, PTR realm. But the only way to play the online only game that was only released in Russia in 2015. This was a map that was only out in Russia at the time. So, yeah, it looks like a very cold, wintry map. Kind of like a bridge, like you're on a bridge with two outposts and you're fighting across the bridge. Okay. There's a map similar to that in Halo 3.
Low visibility and stuff like that.
But
it
was in like a beach with like water and stuff around. So this one just kind of looks somewhat similar, but I mean, I won't know until I get to look at it. But I think that it's cool that they're releasing cut content or, area lock content and putting it out 14 years after that. Yeah, what?
I think I was reading a quick tangent on what you're talking about, like about just region locked, games and stuff like that. 'Cause I was reading somewhere, I think, like in Brazil, for them to get games, they're based off their currency, it's like 2 to 3 times more than it is like for like US or UK. Like,
yeah, they've been paying like $90 a game.
Yeah, so it's like, oh god, that fucking sucks.
Would also suck. Like the other side of that, like UK has sales on Nintendo Switch all the time for all kinds of things that we never get sales for.
Really?
And you're just like, fuck, dude, I want to pay the lower price. I want the $5 whatever game, and that was $30 last week. But you can't. You have to make a separate account that's region locked to that and play your account over there. But if it's a multiplayer game, then you have to buy a separate pass and all that.
Yeah,
sounds like a lot of work.
That's what happened when Grand Blue Fantasy Versus came out. It came out like in Hong Kong like a month early, so a lot of people here in the U.S. were making a Asian accounts,
right?
And had to buy it so you had to transfer. You got to put your money through PayPal and transfer it for the currency. And then when you got the game, it was all in. I think it was
Cantonese.
I don't know. Yeah, I forgot what it was, but it's an Asian.
Just don't say Chinese.
Yeah, they'll buy us out. Options Like podcast
Triggered.
will no longer change. We're going to be the same kind of podcast.
China's gonna send us an email and be like, "We heard you talking bad about us. We're gonna need you to change your tone."
Yeah,
all your viewership comes from us. We're gonna have to change your tone.
You guys are gonna become a mobile game now. Thanks.
But yeah, on Steam you're able to actually select which region you want to be in, but like I think you have to be set in there for like 24 hours or something like that.
Yeah,
it's some kind of lockout.
Yeah, we're going back to Grand Blue. So when they bought the game, like everything's in Asian, so it's like, so you have to like.
You have to know your shit.
Yeah, you have to know. Like, I say Asian because I don't know what characters it is, but yeah,
Yeah, there's a Korean game that I wanted to play for a while. It was basically like a top-down ARPG. Like, can't remember the name of it anymore because it's Lost Ark. That's what it is.
Yes. Vin Diesel.
That's Ark. Not Ark, but Lost Ark with ARK. That was like a Diablo style game, but like MMO where you play with like multiple people, and it looked really, really fun. And like you had to like sign up through Russia and get like I was like, that's too much work. I'll play Path of Exile. I'll just play for free.
Yeah.
But yeah, it always sucks that stuff gets like region locked. But like once again, I can't read Korean, so what good was it gonna do?
Yes, I mean it just sucks. Like I think as much as we kind of like bitch and moan about some prices here, $10 hikes and stuff like that. There are some countries where they're paying 3 times just for the three times the MSRP just to get the game. It's like, that sucks.
Yeah, man,
that sucks.
Well, that's all I got for this week.
We've got to end on a high note though.
Oh, go ahead, tell me.
I don't know.
Tell me what the high note is.
I don't know. Do we got one? What are you doing this weekend?
I already told everybody what I was doing this weekend. Were you not paying attention to our conversation?
I do like a recap.
Oh, I'm gonna be hanging out with you tomorrow.
That's right.
And I might bring my Nintendo Switch. No, I'm just playing. We're gonna have some dinner and hang out, and then Sunday I'm gonna have the fire roaring. I'm gonna go buy some woods. Gotta go grocery shopping, all that good stuff. Just adulting pretty much, and trying to get as much gaming, and also getting my internet fixed at some point.
It'll go to work.
At some point, but that's about it. And then trying to stay warm, not die in the.
And the thing is, there's people like in Iowa, but like 20, pussies.
Yeah, my friends in Chicago. I was telling my friends in Chicago the other day. I was like, it's supposed to be like I don't know, like 15 or 18 degrees.
They're like, that's great.
They're like, oh yeah, it's -5 right now. Yeah. And I'm like, -5 what? And they're like, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Just -5. It just
it's
sucks.
-5.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we're wimps.
I'm not gonna complain about it. I could dress warm. I'll be all right.
It'll be a couple of days.
I got tights. I'll be all right. Yeah. But that's my high note. What about you?
The weekend doing the thing with the couples, hanging out. That's it. 4-day weekend. So I'm gonna try to stream. Say that
for the 4-day weekend.
4-day.
Fuck off.
It is. It's nice.
I might have a 3-day weekend if it gets real bad.
Yeah. So that's good.
Anyway, where can we catch you, Rick?
Guys, y'all can catch me at OS_Rick with a 1. I love streaming. I'm on there Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Sometimes the weekends. I do plan on doing some stuff on the weekend after the Street Fighter 5 Winter Patch comes out.
Hell yeah.
So you catch me there. But yeah, guys, just drop me a line, hang out. I like it when my Twitch friends come in and like, I'll just leave a tab open for you and I'll keep watching. Like, no, I'm like, bro, if you just come in and say hi and you got to do other things, like I'm totally fine with it. Just drop by, say hi. And I understand RL happens. Mm-hmm. Just drop by, say hello, and to me that makes my days.
RL means real life, guys.
Everybody knows. If you're listening to the freaking Options Like podcast, you know what RL means.
It means real life.
RL.
I feel like I gotta tell you.
So you guys catch me there. I love streaming, all that good stuff, the socials, blah blah blah. But yeah, catch me there, guys. I enjoy it.
All right. Also, if you didn't notice these sweet ass arms right here that you didn't even bring up, bro, and I'm disappointed in you.
The ergonomics and all that.
You mad?
That's changing.
You mad? They look good. And anyways, guys, you can always catch me at OS_Onslaught on all things social media. On all things social media at OS_Onslaught. Stream, Instagram, Tinder, YouTube, Tinder, Grindr, Facebook, all the stuff. If you want to hit up the podcast, hit us up at optionselectpodcast@gmail.com or on all socials at optionselectpodcast. As always, guys, we love you. We appreciate you. I, however, am sorry that my internet took a shit And Comcast will be definitely getting a call from me here in a little bit. I'm gonna Karen that shit up. I need my internet to work.
You know how bad
running a business.
You know how bad just regular women named Karen feel? Like, fuck.
Hey, man, I don't care. I get called Jose all the time.
Jose.
Whatever, Jose. And I'm like, bitch, my name's Ruben. But as always, guys, we love you so much. We appreciate you. We hope if you're in the Houston area that you stay warm this week. If you're anywhere else, you better be staying warm.
Yep.
Be safe driving out there. As always, keep up on your diet. Stay healthy.
Yes.
And wear your mask.
We love you guys. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Next week.